Throughout the year, Foxwoods and News 8 are highlighting stories of good news in Connecticut and honoring local members in the community for their good deeds and service. Today, we introduce you to a teacher who is inspiring his students one step at a time through what is called Con-Trek, an 8-day, 100-mile hike across the state. Russel Salvador is a fourth grade teacher from Griswold Elementary School. He's joined by two of his students, Chancellor Walworth and Noelle Christie. We also have with us Dale Wolbrink, the Public Relations Manager at Foxwoods. Great to have all of you here with us.
Thank you.
Nice to be here.
Well, Dale, first of all, let's talk about why it's so important for Foxwoods to be involved with the community and public service.
We have thousands of employees, and every day we know that those employees do really good things, whether they're a troop leader or whether they're doing Relay for Life. And unfortunately, those stories sometimes go untold. It was really important for us to support all those people in the community that do the similar things.
So that's why Good News Initiative is something that you really wanted to back.
Correct.
Wonderful. And Russell, you started your inspiration for these kids really way back with a book project in 1987. Tell us more about that.
Yeah, it was my first year teaching, and I introduced a book called To Walk Across America by Peter Jenkins. And it was about a guy who was in the 70s. The Vietnam protest was at its heyday, and he was in college and wanted to leave the country. He was kind of fed up with things. And an old man that was a custodian in his building said, you know, you don't even know the country, get to know it. And it was just a very uplifting book because he stayed with different families as he would find a job to have enough money to continue on his journey. And at the end of the book, the kids wanted to walk across the country. And I said, well, it took them 5 years. We don't have the time. I figured we're out of the discussion until one kid blurted out, let's walk across the state. And I didn't have a quick answer, so it became a discussion, and the next thing you know, we planned a week-long hike and decided to raise money at the same time.
So how do you do that? How do you bring all these kids on a week-long hike?
Well, it's a tribute to the parents. You know, when I look at this thing, it's not only a community service project, but it's a family project. The investment that the parents make in their children so that they can do this, because we have to get all the food donated, the supplies that we need, everything, because we don't want to have any operating expenses. We want all the money we raise to go to the cause.
Right. Every year you choose a different cause?
Yeah, for the most part. We've done the March of Dimes. That was our first. Then the second time I did it was for a man who had cancer and no medical insurance, and a student of mine asked if I had any ideas on how she could help him. So we raised money for him that year. The next year we did it for the American Cancer Society. We got this wonderful letter from Paul Newman congratulating the kids on what they had done, and it just seemed like the perfect cause. So we walked for the Hole in the Wall Gang Camp for quite a few years after that. And around 93 or 94 I stopped. It was, you know, getting time to try something different. And September 11th made me feel like I need to do something again, and by the time we got everything going, it was 2003. The kids chose the charity, the Alzheimer's Foundation, and I thought that would be the last hike. And then Sandy Hook again just spoke to me and said, I've got to do something, and we decided to help first responders. So we walked for the On-Site Academy up in Gardner, Mass. Last summer. And we've always had help from the National Guard, escorting, providing all kinds of support for the kids. So with the last hike being this year, I said, let's do something for the National Guard, and we found out about the Connecticut National Guard Foundation.
Is this really the last hike, though? I mean, these kids really want to do more, right, Chance? Yeah. You're taking part in this hike. What are you looking forward to learning from Mr. Salvador?
Well, to help the National Guard Foundation be able to have fun at the same time, like with friends.
That's right, that's true. You are creating memories, is that right, Noelle?
Yeah, we're creating memories, walking, camping together, and raising money for the National Guard.
How are the two of you getting ready for this big camping trip?
Packing and exercising, because it's going to be 100 miles.
That's right, you got to be fit, right?
Mm-hmm.
How about you, Chance? What are you doing? You have a list of stuff that you have to get packed, that sort of thing?
So I'm not going to be able to make the whole hike, because I can't sleep over because of my allergies, but
you're still going to take part.
Yeah, I still want to get in fit to walk 100 miles.
Exactly. How exciting that is. Dale, it's got to make you feel good to support something like this.
Absolutely. When you talk about kids that are taking initiatives at such a young age, how promising is that for us as our state and as a community in general?
And it is coming up this week, is that
Yeah,
right?
we start Wednesday.
Wonderful.
So if your weather guys can do anything about giving us some nice
I
weather,
think that Gil can probably help you out. We'll have to talk to him. I'm sure he can
that would be
do
great.
something for you. So thank you all for being with us. We really appreciate it.
Well, thank you for
Thank
having
you.
us.
And if you know someone who is making a difference, and we want to know who they are, nominate them for a chance to be honored. They'll also win great prizes from Foxwoods. Go to facebook.com/WTNH8. Thank you all for being here again.
Thank you.
Thank you.